And with me this morning is Sherwin Francis, who is an instructor, and Darnell Garcia, who is a student at the South Arrows Archery Club. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Yes. We also have little Liam, who's one of our youngest.
Little Liam. I like that. All right. So, well, you obviously do archery. How long have you been into archery yourself as the instructor?
Me personally, I've been doing archery for approximately 6 years. Actually started in the UK.
Really?
Yes. When I returned to Trinidad in 2016, I decided to pursue it more as a career here as well. And one of the focuses I've made is to introduce the sport to the young people and the youth and so on. So, for example, we have Liam. He started when he was 5 years old.
And how old is Liam now?
He's now 7. He turned 7 just last month.
So you're a whole 2 years you've been into archery.
Well, actually, about a year and a half. And he has already competed at the national level.
Really?
Locally, yes. At 6 years old, he did the national ranking tournament and the national open. Darnell is at what we call the cub level, teenage level, and he started last year as well, and has competed at the national level, and actually top ranked after 1 year of training.
Really, after 1 year of training, so he's just a little prodigy over there.
I mean, it's a combination of things really to get to success, as I tell people.
Well, what are some of these things in regards to archery?
So one of the things is, one, good parenting support, right? A willing student, infrastructure, and when I say infrastructure, I mean the equipment, places to train, and so on, and of course, good coaching.
Right.
That's where I come in.
So yeah, as you mentioned the equipment, let's take a look at the equipment over here.
Yeah.
Now, we're speaking earlier, you told me this setup is somewhere around $20,000.
Yeah. So this one here is a typical Olympic recurve bow that you'll see being shot at the Olympics or the World Archery tournaments and so on.
Right.
And even here locally as well. It could get as high as 20,000, but could be much less. Could anywhere between 7,000 to 15 to 20, depending on the different components that you put on the bow.
Right.
Here we have what I call a beginner bow. This is what Liam uses. And the weight on that, for example, is only like 12 pounds.
Okay.
So it caters for kids his age, so that they're not overbowed when drawing.
And what's the weight on something like this?
So this one right now is configured for about approximately 38 pounds.
Wow,
right?
so you need to have a strong arm to...
Well, it's not so much, if you're getting this more about, your back and bone alignment and
posture.
So on. Yeah, and posture. I mean, at the Olympic level, guys typically pull as much as 50 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm on the lower end of the scale.
I think you're just being modest.
Here now we have a different kind of bow. It's called a compound bow, and it uses some mechanical advantage with these, what you call these cams on the upper and lower side of it. These bows are very fast in terms of the arrow speed and of the projectile because of the cams.
What type of speed are we talking about?
In terms of arrow speed for those, you're looking in excess of 300 feet per second.
Wow.
Yeah, as compared to these, you may get as much as 200, 210 feet per second, depending on the configuration. But with these now, for example, this particular bow, it's 50 pounds in terms of draw weight.
Right.
But because it has these pulleys and the cams on it, you actually hold much less weight on the bow. So, for example, it has what you call let off. So while the bow is rated at 50 pounds, what you're holding might be just 15 pounds.
I see.
As compared to a recurve bow, which you're holding the full 40 or 38 pounds on your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, so would you be able to demonstrate for me, like, how do you draw on a bow? I mean, we're not going to use arrows in studio.
Yeah, no, we're not going to use any arrows.
Before somebody loses an eye or a heart or something.
Yeah, safety in sport is very important to us. So,
but could you demonstrate how
I can
you
demonstrate. And if you come around this way, I want to give it towards the wall. Come here, sit back this way. Now, usually with these bows, because of the weight on your fingers, we use a finger tap, which I don't have here, but it's fine. Okay. Right, so this is typically, you'll hook the bow with the arrows on there. You raise up. And you draw an anchor. Yeah? So it's not using arm strength, you're actually using your back muscles. Okay. To help you draw and open the bow.
So you're more pulling, you're not pulling with your arm itself.
No, using it. So for example, if you look at this, my back is moving around.
Right.
To draw the bow.
That's very interesting. And what's next for the Southern Arrows Archery Club? Well,
we have a lot planned. I mean, we had for a new club, I must say we have a very competitive crew, and Darnell could attest to that. We have had 2 tournaments for the year. So we had a 30-meter event earlier this year for the borough celebrations.
And when you say a 30-meter event, is the target is 30 meters away?
Correct, that's correct. The target is 30 meters away. And it's catered for, again, for developing archers. Because at the Olympic level, you shoot 70 meters, right? So a lot of our kids and juniors aren't ready to shoot that distance yet. So we kind of gradually move them up longer and longer distances as progress.
All right.
Last weekend, we had our first inaugural indoor tournament.
Okay.
And it's actually the first for a club in Trinidad to be able to host an indoor event.
Right.
Other than that, there is the National Indoors, which happens in February next year.
All right. Darnell, have you participated in any of the indoor events?
Yeah, I participated in one. I wasn't able to participate in all for the year, and it was my first time, so...
Right. But tell me about your experience.
It was a good experience. It was more for me to learn how it's done. I was a bit scared and nervous
I
for
was just
the...
about to ask in the tournament situation if you were, like, if there were any nerves involved, and if those nerves affected how you were...
Yeah, it very much did.
Really?
I got through the ranking round,
right.
But when it came to actually shooting off against other archers, I slipped up a bit.
Well, you know, it's all a learning experience, and that's okay. You know, you learn from experiences like that, and you know, you take the lessons and you carry them forward. You know, so you'll do something different next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us and all you've shared this morning. You know, I wish you the best with your archery club, and hopefully, is it based in South, as you call it?
Yes. So yes, we are based in South. We have one location in Point Fortin and one in San Fernando. So,
all right. Yeah, I myself live in San Fernando, so hopefully I could come by and get instruction. So for those of us who are interested in coming for a lesson, do you have to go there and buy your own bow and stuff like that?
No, so that's one thing my club offers. There are bows provided and arrows provided when you start the program. And you know, we also in some cases provide soft loans to archers who want to get their own equipment as well once they've graduated. Because you can see it can get pretty expensive.
Right.
But you can start at a medium level and you progress from there.
And then you could work toward investing in your own.
Yes, invest in your own. Yeah.
Thank you very much for all you shared this morning. Excellent. And you know, you might see me one of these days.
I hope so.